We are live from the Palace of Auburn Hills for this Eastern Conference battle featuring the Pistons here in Detroit. Our starting lineups will look at the matchups here and who we'll see for our starting five for both teams. And guys, what are we going to be looking for in this one from Warren?
Well, the number one priority for a defense when you face this guy is to keep him getting anywhere from the basket because he's just so strong as a finisher.
I know he's a fan favorite because he can catch fire immediately at any point in the ball game and just start pouring it in from all over the place.
The Pacers will play just this one game on the road before returning back to Indiana. With most of their upcoming games taking place at home, they have a chance here to make a nice little push.
Well, guys, it's go time. These are two teams whose rivalry goes back a ways, and anytime you renew it, fans are in for a treat.
And, you know, it promises to be another testy encounter between them. The build-up to the game has been pretty intense. I think everybody's expecting some volatility on the floor today.
And that one's good.
And there's the first bucket of the game.
Yeah, that's a nice tone setter out of the gate.
Jackson up top. And two free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Pistons shooting their first free throws of the game.
Well, and they were 74% free throw shooting as a team last year, so those numbers could come up.
And that's a little better than they did last year from the free throw line.
That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to Dallas.
They found themselves up against a hot team that night, Kevin, and they just didn't have the manpower defensively to shut them down.
You know, guys, I expected a little more fight out of them than what they showed us. They never strung together any stops like they needed to.
Griffin attacking. Count that one. Griffin's got his first 2 points of the night.
That's just run-of-the-mill for him. A typical day at the office. He's one of the more skilled offensive players out there.
We're about 1 minute into the first. And Turner kicks to Warren. Indiana moving it around. And fouled hard that time. They'll get to the line and shoot two. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
Well, you allow them to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, I think you got to foul them, and free throws are better than a layup.
Both free throws good from Warren. For the Pistons, their last game a loss to Atlanta.
And they were really out-rebounded in that game, put them at a huge disadvantage.
Well, you get clobbered on the glass, it's always going to put you at a disadvantage, Steve. I mean, they needed to do a much better job of establishing position inside and then going after the ball. You can't just box out in that position. Go get the horn. You know, no time wasted getting that ball up the floor for the uncontested finish.
And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Rodney, guarded by Jackson. Pass to Warren. Three-pointer. And good on the basket. Hook it. Warren's got 5 points so far.
That is not enough coverage. Got to do better than that defensively. Basically no coverage. I mean, defense did not look very good there.
And here's Jackson. 11-point game his last outing. Outside Griffin. And there's another one for the Pistons. Pacers have gone 2 or 3 here to start out the game. Earlier, Doris Burke spoke with head coach Dwayne Casey.
Kevin, speed is their strong suit, and they'd like to play that way today if coach has his way. He said there's no reason to hold these guys back. We'd like to push the pace as much as possible and play the game on our terms. Guys?
And thank you for that, Doris. Now the Pacers moving it up. Warren, defended by Griffin. There's the bucket. Good. 7 points in the game.
Great-looking bounce pass to set up that play.
Jackson passes to Griffin. Speed. Stolen. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Warren with the ball. Wright's there. Lots of room. Count the bucket.
Great job there, recognizing the mismatch and taking advantage.
They got to put a bigger guy on him. Otherwise, he'll bury those jumpers all game.
Jackson kicks to Wright. Bixby launches a three. Detroit, no good that time either. Now the Pacers moving it up. Brogdon. Rebound by the Pistons. This game against Indiana, the first time they've met this year. Outside Jackson. Got a piece of it. The reverse. Lays out. Outside Griffin. 6 to shoot. Speed. Can't hit.
That's kind of a shocker. The defense was there, but it wasn't right in his face. Kind of out of character for him to miss those.
Dishes to Turner. The feather touch on the finger roll. Beautiful.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Let's pop over to our 2K leaderboard to see which power forwards and centers have had the most productive last month offensively. 5th best, Blake Griffin.
And there are different styles among those big men, but they have one thing very much in common. They can dominate offensively, face up or back to the basket. They can get it done.
And that's what makes that list so intriguing to me, Steve, just how varied it is in terms of technique each of those big men use. I mean, you could fill a textbook by taking a little piece of each of their games. I mean, they all do something different and unique and do it well.
To the inside, and Turner throws it down.
And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
Yeah, what a beautiful connection on that play.
Here's Jackson. After the made shot from Turner. Here's Griffin. Knocks down the three-ball. Griffin's got 7 points.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
And White throws it down.
You know, the instant that steal was made, they were off and running the other way.
Ball pressure, then a run-out seed. That's perfection to me.
Indiana's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Goes up to the stripe. It's rebounded by Stewart. Pistons have gone 6 of 10 from the field in this ballgame. Right, the pass to Stewart. He dishes it to Griffin. Speed defended by Warren, and they take the lead.
Well, with him, what immediately comes to mind is the long-range shooting. He can knock down shots from anywhere, and of course that forces the defense to locate him at all times.
And he's a great three-point shooter, too, especially when he lets it go from one of those corners. He doesn't miss many of those.
They need this. That's good. Warren's got 10 points.
He has really put his foot on the pedal this quarter, doing a tremendous job leading their offense.
The Pistons trailing. Jackson kicks to Griffin. Right side. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Brogdon. And Wright pulls it down.
Poor shooting from him this quarter. His shooting percentage nowhere near where he'd like it to be.
Jackson off the pick from Griffin. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. 6 points for him.
Wow, this has been a thriller. I mean, the way these teams are battling, just going back and forth.
Would you like to bet that this game may end on a buzzer beater? How much would you bet?
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Here's McDermott, covered by Okafor. Here's Lamb. And he's knocked off course by the D. The foul called. He'll shoot free throws.
Well, as we take a look at the rankings, let's see where Detroit ended up last season. 11th in three-point field goal percentage. 16th in assists. And as far as team shooting percentage, not really a strong suit for them. They were in the top 20 and tried to compensate for that lack of shooting with better defense.
And he knocks down the first one. He's perfect from the line this time.
That's a familiar sight. He hardly ever wastes his chances at the line. Cashes in regularly.
Smith off a pick from Okafor. And the officials whistle a foul on the shot. The bucket's good. He'll go to the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Pistons.
And right from the start, guys, it's apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
They've been distributing the ball really well tonight, too. I mean, a decent number of assists so far for them.
And so here is Indiana. Trailing by 2. He kicks to Warren. It's tipped. Just 5 to shoot. No good. And Detroit the other way now.
Right from the start, they've been aggressive on the glass. Most of the rebounds seem to be going their way.
And, Steve, I think they are ready for the fight today.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And Indiana making a change here. Smith against Holiday. The pass to Lamb. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Detroit's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Smith kicks to Okafor. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. 6 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. And Okafor with the block. And he recovers it. The shot by Holiday, no good.
Boy, he blew the easy 2 by profile. Trying to look good. That's a bad decision and poor execution.
It's rebounded by Sampson. And Lamb kicks to Warren. This one for 3. Can't get it to go. And off in time. Both teams have it going here early and still close through the first quarter. Pistons lead by 2. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
The NBA season pushes on. The Houston Rockets take on the Los Angeles Clippers. More NBA next Tuesday.
And we got a close game here as we get back in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from Detroit?
And it's really been a dominant effort on the glass. That's been the key here.
Yeah, they've established nice low post presence, which always tends to help you on the rebounding battle.
In a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the floor for Detroit. Inside. Oh!
Wow. Forget about finesse and agility. This big fella is all about power and force.
Pacers trail by 4. To the paint. Here.
Some hang time on that rim puts a little whipped cream on that angel food cake there.
It's a tight ball game, and those displays of strength, Clark, can get one team rolling.
Agreed.
Oh, boy. Whipped cream, cherry on top. It always comes back to dessert for Clark.
And Indiana shooting about 42% so far. And it's blocked. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession. And here's the 2K leaderboard with the teams that have really been controlling the boards during the past month. The Pacers 4th.
And the rebounding has been key because they've been boarding the ball at a very high level, playing with a ton of energy.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. And it's Smith penetrating. Number 45. They get it back. Out to Smith. From past the arc. No luck. For Indiana, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Warren, good. Warren's got 12 in the game.
And I'll say this about him, Kevin. I mean, it looks like he's made of rubber sometimes because defenders just bounce off him when he's driving the lane. What a finisher.
And he can wipe that offensive glass too, Steve. I mean, he turns a whole lot of misses into makes.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Now here's Lamb, guarded by Jackson. Here's McDermott, and he's good on the 3-ball. And now a 3-point Pacer lead.
There is no way a player like him can be left wide open like that. Did you pay attention to the scouting report?
Now Smith. He's coming off a 13-point game against Atlanta. Number 41. And it's good. Walk through contact, gets the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
Exceptional play to take the bump and still get it up and down.
Yeah, way to stay with it. And look to finish the play right there.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Pacers.
They've been making some really nice passes out there. Excellent passing. That could set the tone for the rest of the game.
And don't forget about their 3-point shooting, too, because that could be a major factor here tonight.
Pass to Sampson. Soft touch off the glass. And the Pacers lead by 2.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And I would continue to do it. Force the defense to maybe send a double team. Now you've got other options to work with offensively.
How about that fantastic finish and the aggressive move, too, Kevin?
Trying to send a message, Clark, with that slam, I think.
Well, that's how you send it. 2 hands and hammer it down.
Outside Holiday. And it's rejected. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. The Pacers making a change here. Turner's checked in. Here's the screen. Here's Warren. Tries again, and it's blocked by Wright. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession. Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Goes back up. Rebound, Detroit.
That's a tough one there because he's wide open. That's a shot he expects to make.
The 3. That's good. And now a 3-point Detroit lead.
Looked like there was a little confusion there as to who was supposed to be guarding him.
Turner with a screen on Jackson. Holiday dishes to Warren. Indiana moving it around. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots from the elbow. Another shot and a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2. It's going to be on Mason Plummer.
Yeah, the referee's all over that one.
No doubt about it. Clearly a foul. Nothing to argue about there.
The Pacers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Well, this was a very consistent free throw shooting team a year ago. They shot about 79%.
And guys, that's really an upgrade over how they shot last season. Not a huge upgrade, but an upgrade nonetheless.
And the Pistons making a change here. And he's good on the second. Here's Magruder. Number 45, defended by Warren. It's rebounded by Warren. Indiana trailing here. That'll be the first of 2 straight at home. Feeds to Holiday. 3-pointer. Can't get it to go. And it's Detroit the other way. Turner covering. Gets the bucket. 8 points for him.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
How about a look at the Pacers and where they ranked in the NBA last season? 2nd in field goal percentage. 5th in fewest turnovers per game. And they were in the top 10 in assists. A lot of good passes on this team and guys that are willing to make the extra pass as well.
I think what jumped out to me was the shooting more than anything, Clark, because this is a team in the top 5 in field goal percentage, And they were very unselfish. They were efficient offensively, constantly looking for every good shot available.
Number 45. Good D by Holiday.
And he continues to search for his rhythm. It's eluded him to this point.
That's his first personal foul. Second team foul.
Pacers trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
He feeds it to Warren. And it's blocked by Stewart.
He's been wayward and just off on about everything he's put up in this period.
From about 16, and he hits the jump shot. And it's a 6-point Piston lead.
When it rains, it pours. Another jump shot tickles that twine.
Yeah, they got it flowing right now, guys. They're putting together a nice little run.
And the shot by Warren, no good.
It just has not been a viable option for them this quarter.
Pass it to Stewart. Speed guarded by Holiday. No good on the triple. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter.
Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that one.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
Well, he should stay with those basics in a tight ball game because we've got one here tonight.
And here's some players that you want on the line as often as possible these days. For the past month, these are the leading free throw shooting 2 guards in the league. Pistons leading by 4. Here's Magruder. Free throw line jump shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
That's his first.
The Pistons shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Shooting free throws.
First free throw is good. And Indiana making a change here. Good on both.
Shooting 100% in the quarter. They've made them all, taking full advantage at the line.
Well, it's a nice job of really making the most of their opportunities.
Here's Holiday. Smooth as silk on the finger roll. Holiday's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
The kick out to right. Detroit, no good that time either. Pacers trail by 4. And Indiana making a change here. Lets it go with the 3. It's rebounded by Stewart.
Boy, they're fortunate. Defense was taking a big chance, leaving him that wide open behind the arc.
.129 left in the first half of basketball. Pass to Magruder. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots from 12. The Pacers pull it in.
He's not necessarily a strong inside presence, but he needs to polish those chances off. .104 left in the second quarter. Lever. No good off the back of the rim. That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open. Number 45. Good on the three-point shot. 10 points for him.
Well, I'm not necessarily a big fan of him shooting that shot, but they did give him the space.
Puts it up from 12. That is good. Detroit leading by 5. Speed guarded by Holiday. A free ball. No good. Indiana's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession. The Pacers making a switch here. 20 seconds left in the first half. Lever got it from 16 feet. Lever's got his first basket of the night.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
12 seconds left here in the second. And here's Jackson. Right side Jackson. The shot's good from Stewart.
A good job of spotting his teammate near the basket and zipping the pass right in there.
Second quarter ends in a tight one. It's Detroit. They're up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from the Palace of Auburn Hills.
Now, presented by Sprint.
The NBA season is rolling right along. Let's look back at the first half. The Pistons playing well up to the break. A big game for them right now. A win here would move them into the 8th seed in the conference. There's been some great work in this one by Blake Griffin. At the break, 7 points and 3 rebounds as well. And doing their best to stay alive, the Indiana Pacers. And defensively, they've done a good job grabbing rebounds, limiting second chances. And now let's go around the NBA to check out what's happening. The Magic battling in a close one against Minnesota. About midway through the third out there. And the other game's still underway. Out in Washington, the Wizards have the lead against the Pelicans. Up big in the fourth quarter. Looks like it's going to go in their favor. Now let's head back out to the start of the second half. Kevin Harlan, Steve Kerr, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke take it away.
The Sprint Halftime Report, presented by Sprint.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You have to like what we've been seeing from Warren.
He went off in the first 2 quarters, guys, as he's capable of doing. We might see some changes here in the defensive approach they use on him in the second half.
Yeah, they've got to make some sort of change. I mean, they can't let him continue to torch him like he has been.
On the court right now for the Pacers. There's the pick. Right side Turner. And foul call as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, when he's not blocking shots, he's altering them, Kevin, because he's just a constant presence and a threat defensively in the paint.
And Steve, you know, he's also got a full arsenal of moves in the post. I mean, you can't believe how many tricks this guy has up his sleeves. He's full of them.
All free throws good from Turner. Pistons leading by 5. Griffin sets the screen for Jackson. High post try. A second chance effort. Griffin passes to Stewart. Stewart gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up. Stewart. Pistons have been perfect so far from the free throw line. 6 for 6. That's good from Stewart. So he gets them both. Pacers trail by 7. Back to Turner. They set the pick. The feed to Warren. Off the pick. Detroit with the rebound. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound category. They've got to continue their work on the glass.
Yeah, I agree with you, Steve. I mean, they're on the right side of the ledger, and that is all that matters to them right now with the lead they have. He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Kicks to Turner. Lever. Griffin grabs the board. Griffin's got 6 rebounds now in the game. And Wright kicks to Jackson. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. The dish to Turner. Rebound by the Pistons. Griffin's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Been a cold spell for them coming out of the half, missing their first 3 shots. A tough start.
Boy, they are just destroying them in the paint.
You could say that again, Steve. The defenders just aren't aggressive enough down low.
And the Pacers call time here. And as with any timeout at this part of the game, important to go over the strategies that are working and those that are needed in terms of adjustments. And, of course, the opportunity, guys, to get hydrated with Gatorade before coming back onto the floor. We've seen some good action so far, and there's more of it to come.
Yeah, this game has been physical, it's been fast, it's been high-paced. So anytime you're in a situation like this where it's really a hard-fought game, critical to keep yourself hydrated throughout.
Pistons leading by 11. Outside Jackson puts the lead pass in front of him. Turner with the steal. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
That's his first personal foul.
Pacers have been coming through at the charity strip. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. He hits both from the stripe. Second half of play with just under 2.5 minutes gone. Husby defended by Warren. And the layup's good off the glass. 18 points for him.
Their prowess inside has been tremendous, guys. I mean, it's been no contest down on the low block.
And until they prove they can stop them, I mean, they ought to continue to pound it in low.
And that one's good.
Maybe with that, the lid on this basket will be lifted for him.
Pistons leading by 9. Jackson dishes to Griffin. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pacers have gotten just one of their first 4 shots to fall since coming out of the locker with the break. Brockley sinks the triple.
That shot becomes effortless for him when the D is so relaxed. They got to get more intense.
Backing down is Jackson. Back to Griffin. He passes to Wright. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Brockley defended by Griffin. Turner fires. The shot will not go. And it's Detroit the other way. They've led by as many as 11 points. And it's Wright missing.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Jackson comes over with the double. And it's Griffin with the rebound. The Pistons leading. And right, here we go. Jackson passes to Griffin. And the 3 off target. And they're moving it up. That's good. He's got 9.
It hasn't happened as quickly as he would have liked, but he's finally putting some points on the board in this game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over.
Well, good timeout, guys, because this has been a bad run for them. He's got to get his team back on the same page and executing well together.
Sometimes just getting to stop in the action can be enough to get a team back on track. There's something about that little pause in the intensity of the game that lets you refocus.
Pacers trail by 4. Now the pass to McDermott. Lever guarded by Wright. And it's good.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any agenda.
It's hard to overstate all the points they've scored on assists today. Beautiful to watch.
Let's pause to take a look at the teams that were tops in field goal percentage last season. Second, the Pacers.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. They weren't the best in the league, but they were pretty close.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Pistons.
Now we've seen them make that extra effort rotating from the weak side, closing out on their airspace, for sending shots back.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
Both free throws good from Stewart.
Can you believe the job they're doing at the foul line since halftime? I mean, they've been perfect so far.
Yeah, sometimes it's contagious. Everybody starts to get comfortable and relaxed, and everything goes in the hoop.
Holiday goes in.
And he's having all sorts of problems with his shot.
I'm not sure he even has a shot right now, Steve, to be quite honest. Not a reliable one anyway.
And that one's good. White. Pacers trail by 7. Now here's Lamb. Dishes it to Warren. Wright with the double team. Now here's Lamb. Guarded by Wright. Out of bounds. Detroit takes possession. And a chance now to check out the schedule for Indiana. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Detroit leading by 7. Jackson with it. He dishes it to Griffin. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got his 7th assist in the game. Holiday with the 3. Gets it to go. Holiday's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
With the success they've been having from the three-point line since halftime, I'll bet you that scoreboard starts to look a lot different real soon.
Of course, they have to stay hot, but if they do, I think you're right, Clark, particularly if they can convert defense into offense.
Warren kicks to Holiday. Up and in on the layup. And now just a 5-point Piston lead.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
Jackson up top, guarded by Holiday. Good! And the Pistons lead by 7. Here's Holiday. He has 5. Holiday off a pick from Warren. Here's Lamb. And it's Wright sending it back. And the basket good. He's got 8. 1:03 left in the third. It's Jackson with the drive. The kick out to Wright. Speed. His 3-pointers off the mark. Now here's Lamb. Guarded close. Holiday inside the line. And the shot is long.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those. Picked by Griffin. Speed. And it's good. He planted his feet on the pick and shielded the defender off.
Solid screen right there that freed him up for the jump shot.
Now Holiday. He kicks to Lamb. Pass to McDermott. Buries it from 3-point range. McDermott's got his 3rd basket of the night. With 1 on the clock. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
I'm glad they're going to the replay on that one. I mean, make sure it's the right call, even if it's a play that might not end up being a big factor.
I agree, Clark. I mean, it was a very limited system when it was introduced, but the league continued to tweak it. And they've been doing whatever they can to help the referees, and just like putting the light strips on the backboard so they can see when the buzzer sounds, not just hear it.
And they're going to count it. They're overturning the original call after looking at the replay.
Yeah, good to see them get that one right. That's exactly why we have this rule in place. And I like it. Each basket is so important in these games that you just got to make sure you get it right at the end of the quarter.
And that's it for the 3rd quarter. Both teams scoring well as we head to the 4th. Pistons lead by 6. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter.
Tune in next Sunday, December 20th. The San Antonio Spurs hit the road to do battle with the Milwaukee Bucks. You don't want to miss it.
Thanks for joining us again as we get set for the fourth quarter. A terrific game so far. Pacers trail by 6. They got Jackson. He's out there with Jackson, and it's Plumlee in at the 4 spot. That's the group for Detroit right now. The Pistons shooting 47% from the floor, getting it done. Deflects the pass. Here's Turner. Lever, guarded by Jackson. Gets it to go. Lever's got 4 points this quarter. Now here's Jackson. Feeds to Okafor. And what was that about? Not a good shot right there. Indiana's gone past the three-point line for 13 of their shots. 6 of 13. Stupendous rush to the rim and a mighty slam on the end of it.
But through the teeth of some pretty soft D, I can't help but say that.
Well, let's see how that impacts things here, because those kinds of plays sometimes can be game changers on both sides.
Jackson dishes to Okafor. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. Three-point play chance here. And the Pistons making a change here. That one misses for Okafor. The Pacers have gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. He feeds it to Warren. Backs him down. Just 5 on the clock. Good. We're just over a minute and a half now into the fourth. Right side Jackson. Misses in close. Pacers have gone a perfect 4 of 4 to start the final quarter. Can't ask for anything more than that. It's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And here's what the Detroit Pistons schedule looks like. They host the 76ers after this game. And they've been enjoying this long homestand. That will be game 4 of 5 in a row at home.
Yeah, I'll be looking forward to seeing how that Philadelphia game turns out, guys.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for the Pistons. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Detroit, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. Defended by Warren. Detroit, no good that time either.
Well, the shot was there for him, and he had to take it. I don't care if he didn't convert. He's got to take that every time.
Some firepower, Clark and Steve, from this offense.
Kevin, how about the air confidence? I mean, they really look like they believe in what they're doing.
Yeah, a little swagger here from this team. They're in a nice groove.
Number 11. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now, this is why the breakaway rim was invented, for plays just like that.
Well, he almost brought the whole thing down, Clark, by hanging on that long.
Yeah, he did, didn't he?
It was a great dunk, and also a great game we've got here.
They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going.
You know, they've got to be careful not to give a shooter of this caliber open looks like that. 1 or 2 of those are all it takes to really get him going.
And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Kevin, the head coach for the Pacers had some instruction for his guys during that break. He tried to really fire them up to bring it home, saying, all night. You have all night to rest after the final buzzer. For now, we have to lay it on the line and try to bring it home. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Here's Griffin. Another three for Detroit.
Starting to get rolling. That's 4 3-pointers for the game. 3 of them coming in this second half.
Back to Turner. Puts it up. And Wright pulls it down. Wright's got his 3rd rebound on the night. Passes it to Griffin. That's the free fly. That's good. They got on this roll a while ago, and they just had it with that.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
I agree, guys. And the points add up in a hurry when you start giving up easy looks from long range.
Soft touch on both ends of that pretty alley-oop.
You know, I got to say, Clark, when he threw the pass, I didn't know where it was going to go.
We saw it ended up right where it was supposed to, in the basket.
It sure did.
I don't think anybody knew where it was going to go.
Pistons leading by 3. Outside Jackson. Speed. Baseline try. Can't get it to go. Now the Pacers moving it up. And Jackson with the block. Right outside. Pass to Jackson. Jacks up a 3. They get it back. Plumlee. Blanketed by the D. Fights to the rim for the lead.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Now the feed to Warren. And it's off from 3-point range.
Well, eventually he'll start knocking those down. Again, he did make 2 in the first half.
Speed. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Warren the pass to Turner. Rodman fires from deep. Good on the shot.
Incredible. Only took them a few seconds to answer the 3 ball with one of their own.
Let's keep this thing going, guys. I love seeing a 3-point battle like this.
Here's Jackson. The Pistons on offense. They're on a 14-5 run here. Left side Jackson. Up top right. Speed defended by Warren. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Rocked it. Guarded by Jackson. Kicks it to Warren. A great touch on the 16-footer. Now it's just a 3-point Detroit lead.
Well, he's found his game and his rhythm this quarter. He's gotten into a nice groove.
Detroit's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the 4th quarter. Jackson drives in. Speed. 13 feet away. And that one hits back iron. Second chance shot. And he connects with the jumper. He's got 25. Pacers trail by 5. Guarded by Jackson. Shoots a fader. Again, Indiana.
And he has picked it up here in the second half, really lighting it up now.
2 minutes remaining. Are you ready to be your 5th man?
There's the dish to Wright. Back to Jackson. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And Wright kicks to Jackson. Speed defended by Warren. Pocket 4. Puts it up from 15. It's rebounded by Warren. Warren's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To tie it up. Rebound by the Pistons. They've led by as many as 11 points. Jackson dishes to Plumlee. Speed. A 3-pointer is right on target. 28 points for him.
The weight of expectation starting to sink in now as he looks like he's second-guessing the shot, not letting it go with the same confidence we saw earlier.
There's 1:17 left in the game. And the shot by Warren, no good. Detroit leading by 6. Right side Jackson. They get a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Pistons able to retain possession here.
12 seconds.
1:02 left in the 4th quarter. Speed. Off target with his 3. Indiana's gotten the three-point shot off 16 times tonight. 7 times they've hit it. 9 times they've missed. Number 11, defended by Griffin. On the wing, Turner. Off target from three-point range. And he commits the intentional foul.
That's his second personal foul. Second team foul.
Two points here might be all the cushion they need.
Now you think so. And this game is theirs for the taking.
And that hurts as he doesn't get the first one to fall. Trying to focus now on the second. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Indiana's gotten just 1 of 4 three-pointers to go down for them here in the 4th. The pass to Warren. From outside, off the mark.
Very poor shot selection there, guys.
Offensive rebound. It's up a 3. The shot no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Shooting. Free throw.
He gets the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. Some changes for Indiana. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's an 8-point game. Timeout called the Pacers. They're behind by 8. There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter of this one. Guys, your thoughts?
Well, they can game plan all they want, but there's not enough time left for them to come back and win this game.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure exactly what they think they're going to pull off here.
There's 14 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Out of bounds, Detroit takes possession.
That's not what they needed there, that's for sure.
Jackson up top. And so the Pistons take the win. They pulled off this win, Clark, with respectable performances on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, I think it was just really a nice overall effort, Kevin.